Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Taffany and I garden in Spring, Texas, Zone 9B. And today we have some cleaning up to do after crews have come to dig in my yard to lay, fiber optic cable. So I'm going to insert some video here so you can see what was done, and then we're going to get started working to clean up. Okay guys, so I'm gonna first show you this corner here in the vegetable garden. They trenched across in front of a sprinkler head and across into one of the large beds in the vegetable garden. I'm not sure how many feet down they have trenched, but it's a good depth here. And as you can see, they've made a mess along the way, as we would expect. So we're going to take a look at this section, and then I'm going to take you to look at the other two sections. So they didn't dig a very long trench across the entire back of the yard. What they did was they dug 3 main trenches, and then they went back later and dug a small trench behind my blueberry bush, which is also here in the vegetable garden. What you're looking at right now is in the back courtyard garden. It is actually right in front of the drain that we discovered a week ago, kind of in between the drain and the sunshine ligustrum. And you can see the pipe there for the drain there, which is leading me to believe that there is another drain head somewhere past that ligustrum, possibly even under my pile of wood. So I guess I will be drain hunting in the future. But they dug here, and they also did a trench in the middle garden bed along the back fence in between 2 of my Blue Point junipers. Remarkably, they did a wonderful job not hitting sprinkler heads, because I have sprinkler heads along the back fence from vegetable garden all the way down to the courtyard garden. So I'm grateful that no shrubs were damaged, no sprinkler heads were damaged, and they did cover things up pretty well once they were done. It left it slightly mounded, which we will go back and clean up, but they did not do as much damage as I was afraid they would do, so I'm thankful for that. As I walk around and inspect things after they have left to go work in the neighbor's yard, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, I guess is the best way to explain my feelings, and holding my breath. When I came out of the house, I was really expecting the worst. I was expecting to have lost many things. To look here and see that I have a lantana missing, but nothing else is missing or destroyed, so to speak. Wow. But now comes the work of leveling this area here along with the 2 other areas back out and dressing them up to make them look as good as possible. So we're going to start in the vegetable garden cleaning up, as you will see later on in the video. And we're just going to try to get things back to the way they were, or as close as possible. As I review the video, I have to say the vegetable garden definitely looks the worst. The bricks are thrown everywhere. And actually, during the time that they were out after they finished digging the hole, there were actually some of my bricks inside of the trench. So I myself went out and pulled them out of the trench because I was afraid once they were done, when they came back, they would just cover up my bricks, and then I would be like short on bricks, looking for them, nowhere to be found, and I would have to go buy some. So yeah, I went to go salvage the few little bricks that they dropped in the trench, because I did not want to have to go and buy more, and just, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to save what landscaping material I could so that it didn't get lost or destroyed. So guys, I'm going to start back here in this back section, putting the bricks back in place and leveling out the ground where they dug the big trench. So I'm going to get started with that now. I'm going to show you what they did to my blueberry bush. They have it leaning pretty drastically. So let's take a look at that. So as you can see, it's really leaning. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this. They did a small trench here as well, but this area is not too bad. They did put it back together pretty well. So this spot just needed a little touch up, but let's go to a couple of the other spots and finish up there. Well, we've got most of this part here leveled back out, but I'm going to show you my coreopsis. They've completely flattened it. They laid their tarp over it when they were digging their dirt and piled dirt this high on top of it. So they're flat like a pancake. So guys, these are the coreopsis, and you can see they are flattened. Just, oh well, what can you do? The mosquitoes are out today, guys. My goodness. So, one of the losses from this garden dig is back here. I had two lantanas. I don't remember what they're called, but they are a very pretty, soft, powdery pink color. I planted one there. Let me show you. So I planted one here, as you can see. I planted one here. And as we come back to this bed over here, let's come down this way. I had one planted right here. And I guess it's somewhere down in the in the trench, in the hole that they dug. I don't know, but it's gone. It's missing. So I'm going to dig the one up on the opposite side there. I bought three, don't know why. I guess this was why. And I'm going to put that one here so at least this side matches and is balanced. So we're going to transplant that one in this spot here. We'll plant something else here. I'm not sure what yet. We'll figure that out later. Well, looks like the root is here, but the plant is gone. So I'll plant this one here, and I'll pot this because there's still some green here. So maybe it's still alive and I'll get some flowers on it. So we'll try to nurse it back to health. Poor plant. We're going to try to rehab it. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys, so we've got everything cleaned up, leveled out, looking as best as it's going to look at this point. Now, I've got another job I'm going to do, which was kind of at the last minute. I decided to try and do it before the sun goes down. I have this purple fountain grass here, and I want there to be a balance here and here with another purple fountain grass. I want it like right here. So I'm going to dig this up and divide it. I read that you can divide them in the fall before it gets cold, and you can also divide them in the spring before they start to grow. So I don't know if I'm making the right decision here, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to go ahead and divide it and put one back here and put one over here so that it's balanced on this fence. So let's get started with that and see how that turns out. right, now let's plant the other one over here real quick. Well, guys, I've got both sides planted back, and I think it's going to look good and it's going to balance it out. There is this lamb's ear here, a daylily, a coreopsis, which I need to pull up now that this planting has changed. And as this grows and fills out, it will touch this and kind of form a nice hedge to kind of give a covering for this fence, allowing the fence to show through, but kind of being covered at the same time. So I think it's going to look pretty and look more balanced with one over there and one right here. It's not identical, but it's similar. And I think I like it. And the sun is going down. Airplanes are heading in. And I'm going to close out for today. I want to thank you for watching, joining me here in my garden. Tika's been out here with me, chasing after everything she can chase after. So I'm going to clean up and head in for dinner for the evening. And I will see you guys again back in the garden.